I want your love and I want your revenge. I want your love. I don't wanna be friends. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm going to try to get you set up over here. We have so much to go over today. It's an announcement, breaking news, so much stuff going on with Dubai, Logan Paul, concerns. But the announcement that we have right now is Shane. He just typed in 1 minute ago saying, "Dear Earth 2 users, it's hard to believe that Earth 2 launched only 3 months ago. The past 7 weeks have kept our whole team run off our feet, but we accept that these are good problems to have, and we thank you for understanding as we deal with the hypergrowth we received, something that not many companies or people ever get to experience. Since late December, we have spent a lot of time fixing and improving things while also trying to scale things, plan for things, partner with companies, keep the community updated, accommodate dialogue from some of the biggest VCs in the world, fast track phase 2, process withdrawals, manage user accounts, support users, continue building and planning for the game, expand the team, maintain weekly meetings between 5 internal teams, review opportunities, receive and act on advice, negotiate deals, plus a multitude of other problems, tasks and requirements that need to be addressed when you grow so fast. Records have been set. There is no doubt." I just want to take a breath from that mouthful. Oh my God. And he's still typing, so there's more to come. "We already have a lot of stories to tell, and those stories would certainly shed light on many things taking place right now." See you later. "But those are stories for another day. Earth 2 is bigger than all of that right now. A large part of our team is still focusing on improving withdrawals and support. That has not changed. However, we want to give our followers an update, what we are working on and what to expect, and a few changes taking place now and why." Okay, so that is part 1 of 5. Okay, here's part 2 of 5. Mapbox. Earth 2 is extremely excited to announce a partnership with Mapbox moving forward. Many of you will know that Mapbox already powers location for some of the biggest apps in the world like Snap, Facebook, Strava, and Tableau. Our teams are already working together to enhance and deliver exciting new features which will begin taking the Earth 2 map experience to a whole new level. Are you guys ready? A more official announcement is coming, so please stay tuned to the Mapbox showcase page as we will highlight exciting developments in a promotion that will go out to over 1 million developers worldwide. We are extremely excited about our two teams can achieve both in the short and long term. You ready to get this, Brad? Okay, so Essence. Oh, this is still part 2 of 5. Essence. Around the middle of February, our team will commence final testing for Essence distribution on properties. He said properties, not tiles. So there's a chance that Essence only goes, it'll spawn the same on one tile as it might 750 because it says properties. So either way, I'll keep going. If all goes well, we would have to roll that out quickly, which will add to the gameplay already available. To recap, every property will create Essence over time, and Essence boosts on your properties will be available for purchase using e-money credit. Okay, so this is the type of thing where I think if like Clash of Clans or one of those things, you can mine only a certain amount, but if you pay to upgrade them, then they mine even more. So everyone keep some money in your account just specifically for that. Also, before I go on, I have to mention something. Shane said before, quote, "You can use bank deposit if you want to prep for Dubai, maybe," end quote. And I'll go deeper into it. There's a whole bunch of things in there that I have to go over, but moving forward. Okay, all right. So I'm going to get to that now because that's part 2 of 5, and he's not done typing yet. So I'll get into this. PayPal is gone right now. They took away PayPal over the last couple of hours, and right now they have said soon. Shane said soon. I think he's going to give the announcement within the next couple of minutes. This is only 2 of 5, so I'll keep going over that. They might have taken it away because they have room for either PayPal's Venmo or the Cash App's Square or a couple of other things that I might not even think of right now. And also that quote where you can use bank deposit. Someone asked Shane, "Hey, what am I supposed to use? Because I don't have I can't, my credit card doesn't work, whatever. I've only been using PayPal. Maybe they don't have a bank account." But that's something that I really like Square for, just because Square's Cash App, you don't need a bank account for that. It's fantastic. But somebody asked him about that, and Shane said, you can use bank deposit if you want to prep for Dubai maybe. So I think we have a timer for Dubai. Dubai said they'd give a counter for, and when somebody asked, let me make sure we're still good. When somebody asked for a counter for the announcement, Wolfgang just, for that announcement for PayPal, Wolfgang just typed in 42, and everyone was trying to decipher what that meant. But that was just a reference to a book by Douglas Adams, The Galactic Traveler's Guide, or The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where 42 is just the answer to the greatest question about life, the universe, and the rest, and that type of deal. Okay. So outside of that, the reason why they might have taken away the PayPal option already is because there were accounts that were being locked, because there was so much fraud going on, people trying to do certain things that were a little bit shady, Shade City, if you will. And that being said, the developers are allowed to change payment providers, and there are reasons things are done in a specific order. People were hypothesizing about crypto deposits as well. Thought that would be really cool. So moving on, I just want to go through having an attack vector. I was made a mod on the official Facebook page yesterday, like 24 hours ago, and so many people were so salty. These salts, you could have a crane, you could have an excavator to mine the salt that was flowing out of people in there, because they did not want someone that has a YouTube channel, and a lot of people were just like, people totally made fun of me when I was grinding on a couple of things because they thought it was nerdy or it was derpy because of the, whether it was Pokemon or whatever, and then they hate on me for being like, I'm a soch now. I'm like, there's a haves and have-nots. They think I'm a have. Like, look at the way I dress. I'm not really a have. I haven't had a haircut in months. But I decided to step down because people were trying to talk bad about the company just because of me, saying like, you shouldn't have somebody that posts videos be a mod. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to have people try to accuse the company of anything. So I'm going to step down because the company clearly has enough to deal with what you just read. I don't want to add to that in any way. So I'll step down as a mod for right now on the Facebook thing. There are plenty of other good people with there. So also, oh God, we got another one. Here's part 3. Teleportation, right? This is part 3? Yes, okay. Teleportation will be very special on Earth 2. Teleporters will allow users to locate and visit your properties. Oh man. Okay, it did a thing on me. Locate and visit your properties via a unique name. You can register for each property. So each property you have, like Chavez Penguin Zoo, Chavez Boxing Club, Chavez Topia, that mega city that I have, Chavez Pokemon gyms. This is all something that you could make a unique link to. You go in that link. So this is how you can connect mega cities. This is how you can connect from one place to the other. I don't know the consequences of this going into the warring world. Can you use teleportation devices to go to some place and just attack them? Reading on. No, Will, I cannot do that. Making it a lot easier for people to find you. So it sounds like this is just going to specifically be for the peaceful world, saying like, hey, and so here's my link to my merch store. Here's my link so you can go visit my megacity. Again, one of the goals for this game is to get as much foot traffic as possible. The more foot traffic you get, the more ad revenue you can get. The more ad things that they can sell, the more that you get paid. So be prepared. Everyone press F in the chat to everyone's inbox to pay respects because they're about to blow up with everyone's link for that. Having a good name for your property will certainly make your property stand out, and no two properties will have the same teleportation names. Each property will come equipped with its own standard teleporter, capable of using the property deed as a coordinate for the other users to teleport to. Okay, so the coordinate is probably going to be the name to start. You'll be able to change that name to whatever you want, where it could just be, that'd be great. Like if somebody made E2 official property, they'll probably have things to codes in there to weed that out. But Essence, once available, will be used to upgrade your property's standard teleporter to one that will allow you to register a unique name, so long as the name is available and not taken by another property. Okay, so it's probably going to just start out just as the deed, whatever the coordinates, whatever they are. I guess once Essence is available, so Essence, I guess they said should be available mid-February. So we probably have a week, under 2 weeks for that to. So phase 2, I don't know when the trailer's coming out, but they're going to want, most likely, again, if this was my baby, drop the trailer out and then wait 2 weeks. But based on the announcement, they might drop the trailer and then do it within the next couple days, or even, hey, here's the link, trailer, boom. So they might be ready. Although I did talk to Thomas this morning, and Thomas said that they are, because he was the one that called me about being the mod on Facebook, And he said that we're still working on a couple things, one of which wasn't even his department. He's like, I don't even know how far along we are on that. Okay. Other users will be able to find, larger properties will get the ability to upgrade their teleporters and in turn register shorter names given the larger presence they have on Earth 2. I think they messed up on that. Larger properties will get the ability to upgrade their teleporters and in turn register shorter names given the larger presence they have on Earth 2. Okay, that makes sense. So if you're able to not just subdivide, but merge properties, 750 tiles to make it 1,500, 3,000, 6,000, whatever. Catch you later, Will. It makes a lot of sense to be able to make that something shorter. Teleportation will begin very early in Phase 2 and will initially be supported via web interface. I guess that might change. Earth 2 has acquired a 2-character domain name that will act as a gateway to teleport directly to these properties on Earth 2. Essentially, properties could be thought of as futuristic web portals, much the same that the web pages became popular in the late 90s and early 2000s, and will be the gateway to navigate and find things quickly on Earth 2. Okay, so that is part 3. There's so much to go over. Teleportation early in Phase 2. So it sounds like at first we're just going to be able to mine, and Essence won't be there. So if you have a tile that is not right now doing anything, it's not spawning any resources, it will probably within the next couple weeks spawn Essence. And after Essence appears, if it still does not spawn anything, that means you're going to have something really, really good later in the game. So I'm very excited for this. I'm going to keep a bunch of money in there. I might not even buy in Dubai. A lot of people just have a bunch of money ready to go in Dubai. I have so little money right now. I literally ate an MRE yesterday. Here's my remnant of the MRE, and here's Taco Bell I got today because it was cheap, because I need to save for all of this. And this was part 3 of 5, so there's 2 other parts. I'm going to go back to the rest of my video as far as Dubai goes. And not just Dubai, but Logan Paul as well. So Shane did not know up until a few days ago who Logan Paul was. And talking to Thomas, I said, listen, if he didn't know who Logan Paul was and you guys are just expecting to double or triple or even quadruple in size, Logan Paul, if even 5% of his followers come into this game, that is over 1 million people. And that's just followers from YouTube, not including Instagram, it's not including TikTok. A lot of young people, they're not really into like the Facebook YouTuber. They're like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, maybe. That's really what they do. Maybe they follow him on YouTube just for that, but a lot of it's going to be other different places. So anyway, minimum it's going to be like 1 million people, and I've seen the influence that Logan Paul has in Pokemon already. I've seen this happen. Like, remember when Mr. Krabs says Squidward? Like, I've seen this 11 times, as a matter of fact. I've seen this exact thing in another one of my businesses. So I digress. The Filipino effect is something that I want to mention to you guys, because I had an interview this morning at 1 a.m. for 2 hours with Aria Realty with a guy known as Raymond Tan, a.k.a. at the Butch Tan, at the BUTCHTAN. He has over 900,000 followers on TikTok, and he's number 3 player in the Philippines. And the Filipino effect is that a lot of them, family, they stick with each other, and they do what the leaders say. I know because my friend Brian was married to a Filipino chick, and all she would talk about is family, the importance of family, what that means, and how you have to stick together. And it was, this is about to blow up. And he actually says he knows other bigger celebrities in the Philippines that are in this game, but will not announce it yet, specifically just because they don't want it to blow up. They don't want a repeat of December. And those people in the Philippines, that's not including Logan Paul, it's not including Keemstar or anyone else that we've seen. I will. So as I wait for this, I'm going to just focus on Dubai for a second. There is so many people. There's so much more people here right now ready to go into Dubai. I don't know if any of the spaces or any of the capital that's going to get ready to go for mining and go for Essence is going to take away from Dubai, or people are just like, you know what, I'm just going to go and dump my life savings into this. Not that I recommend that at all. I do not. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but based on what I am seeing and my experiences in the past, this is about to absolutely blow up again, there's a chance that none of this works out. There's a chance that this all just goes away, but it's a very small chance. In my opinion, again, I'm not eating MREs and eating Taco Bell every day so I could put more money into this. I would not. I would just keep you posted. So I wanted to go over a little bit about Mapbox, kind of what they're talking about. Mapbox, for those of you that didn't know, do $100 million in revenue per year, at least as of 2019. They were founded in 2010. They have over 400 employees, which I think is a little small for the amount of funding that they're doing, but it's just, they're a big company, so the fact that a huge company like this that is, in the hundreds of millions of dollars is partnering with Earth 2 moving forward, not just, Earth 2 using Mapbox already just for their location provider, powering that, but moving forward as far as other things, I think is really cool. It's a $1 billion company. So the fact that for those of you that still think that this might be a scam, a $1 billion company is not going to get into bed with the company that even has like a hint of like, maybe this isn't a good idea. They just wouldn't risk it. Okay, so moving into this a little further, in part 2, they said around the middle of February, our team will commence final testing for Essence. So in a week or two, the final testing for Essence will be finished and it'll be done, for the distribution of properties. And they say, if all goes well, we would hope to roll that out quickly, which will add to the gameplay already available. Okay, so I kind of missed this before because I was just trying to read and get everything out. If the mid to end of February is where they're going to release Essence, and that means gameplay already available, I don't know if that means if they're talking about just what we have now in Phase 1, or if Phase 2 will roll out in the next week or so, and that's what they mean, add to that gameplay. Because right now it's not really gameplay, it's just buying and selling tiles. So I think that means we're going to get Phase 2 very, very quickly, within the next couple of weeks. So they didn't say the rate in which Essence will spawn and appear. When they give you the option to, over time, Essence boosts, meaning you're able to purchase, let's say Essence spawns at, 1 Essence per hour. You buy for $1, now it spawns 2 Essence per hour for a day. I don't know if that means per prop, because it says every property, not tile. So I think that kind of helps people that have more properties, where if you have 5,000 properties that are 1 tile each, probably better for you than to have, 10 properties at 7,500 tiles, 750 tiles each. That being said, if you have, like me, like 17,000 tiles, over how many properties, 100-something properties, I don't think that we're going to need to boost any of our properties just because we're getting so much. Okay, so I'm just going to go breaking down teleporters real quick, but while we're waiting still for part 4 and part 5, teleporting, obviously the name that you pick is probably going to be PG rated. I don't even think it might, maybe instead of putting, ASS, you put AZZ. That might be something you might be able to kind of sneak past and fly under the radar, but most likely you're not going to be able to put anything crazy on there as far as R-rated stuff. After that, they say that, okay, each property will come equipped with its own standard teleporter. If you only have 1 or 2 tiles inside of like a big megacity and everyone only has a couple of tiles, that means there's going to be a ton of people teleporting in and out of everywhere. Manhunt and hide and seek will be epic in that, going through each teleporter, going this way. It will look like a Scooby-Doo movie where everyone's going through this door and then coming out that door. So that'll be really cool. But then at the same time, I don't know if that eliminates the need for streets. I don't think so, just because it's going to be really difficult if there's no streets. If you have a property here and a big property here that you don't want to go to, but then a property here that you want to go to, you can't just walk in there. You have to go use a teleporter from here to go to there. That's going to be really silly. That's why Chavez Topia has that long main street. It's why we have so many different roads, just because we don't want that. We want to have everything open. I also think there will be a lot of funny things. Like, people will start to troll. They'll name their property learning how to swim or fishing or something associated with water. And then once you get there, it's just like brimstone and fire. I think that'd be pretty funny if you type in something, oh, cool, here's a pool we can relax in, but it's like a pool of lava or a pool of fire. Just something like that I thought would be pretty cool. So outside of that, saying that there's another property, when they say that larger properties will get the ability to upgrade their teleporters, I don't know if how many times you can upgrade it. Can you upgrade just to turn the register name shorter? Can you upgrade it so that more than one person can go in at a time? You have multiple people at a time? Will it be like Facebook, where you can pay to have, like, let's say there's, popular places, and the popular places where people are going to, if you go to the top, obviously more and more people are going to go, and you're going to get more popular, and that's like a short squeeze. That's like the more popular you get, the more people go to your place. The more people that go to your place, the higher it goes on the list. The higher it goes on the list, the more people see it. More people go to your place. So I don't know if you'll be able to pay to be able to, hey, can I put mine a little higher? Just for that thing. I'm not sure if that'll happen. They also said that Earth 2 will start in early Phase 2. And they've said before in earlier announcements that Phase 2, when we get that with teleportation, we'll have apps for it. So they didn't say anything about apps in here, like on iOS or Android, but they say Earth 2 has acquired a 2-character domain name that will act as a gateway to teleport directly to these properties on Earth 2. Nobody has come out and said exactly what it is, what the domain name could be, what could it stand for, how we're going to use it. But I just thought that was really interesting. A lot of opportunities there. If what they say is true and web portals are basically just going to be, properties are just going to be web portals, I bet you somebody has a Rickroll on theirs. They say it's going to be something cool, goes back to the trolling thing. You go there and I thought that'd be pretty fun. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here because I've literally been waiting over an hour for them to do part 4 and 5. I've been pausing and unpausing. I'll make a second video specifically for that, and then we'll go from there because this one's getting long already. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Meow, meow, meow. Literally, as I close this, Shane started typing. So I'm just going to read something else while Shane is typing. Wolfgang said, quote, "If you use Essence in a totally not stupid way, it will raise the value of your properties," end quote. So what that means is most likely you'll be able to, if you have a roof, make it a better roof. If you have wood, now you have brick. Plant some flowers, increase that property revenue. You can also use Essence from one property and use it on another property. So if you have a property that you don't really care about, you can use it on a different one that you're really trying to build up, that you love. And so most likely, I will put most, if not all, of it into Chaveztopia. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. All right, Dubai. Oh my God, 4 out of 5, Dubai. Dubai and UAE are definitely heating up and coming soon. Am I Thor in Avengers Endgame? Because I knew it. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Any land that has been illegally acquired there will be wiped clean. So do yourself a favor and don't buy it from others. There will be a countdown, and that countdown will be longer than 24 hours. We cannot say by how much. Okay, so you have 24 hours. If you're taking any trips and you're not going to have internet there, do not go for more than a day. That's all I'm saying. We realize some members of the community do not want a countdown. However, it seems to be the fairest option to give people equal opportunity to prepare. We imagine most users will be trying to purchase with e-credit already on their account, as that would be the fastest way to process the payment and property deed. But if you do choose direct credit card payment, be aware that there may be delays. We will try to set a time that is reasonable for people for all various time zones around the world. Earth 2 Pay. Earth 2 has implemented its own payment option, for which is a lot more cost-effective for us to operate, meaning we have faster access to more funds we can allocate to the growth and development of Earth 2 and for its users. Presently, we offer Visa and MasterCard, but our system will be able to adapt to numerous other payment methods in the near future, making it more convenient for users from varying demographics. We also offer direct deposits via TransferWise. I'm thinking Venmo and Cash App. That's one. We are removing PayPal as a payment option, but we are working on adding more payment options. In the next few weeks, payments may only be made via Visa, MasterCard, and TransferWise, so please plan ahead should you wish to have credits available for certain events. Oh my heckin' goodness. Okay, so getting back to that while Shane types. This also has consequences for renting also. It will most likely be better to find someone that has dumped essence into their property and rent from them. Just because the property will be worth more in some way, shape, or form. Oh, good golly gosh. Shane can rest now. Okay, 5 out of 5. Earth 2 terrain video. Our team has been excited to release this video as it will give an insight into what one of the Phase 3 terrain biomes will look like. Okay, so what one of the Phase 3 terrain biomes will look like, so there will be multiple, and most importantly, will display what has been developed to date and why that development is special. Though Phase 3 will be some time away, the video will give you all a clear idea of how far we have already come and what we are striving toward, and once this video is released, we can begin to share other advancements toward Phase 3 more frequently as we move forward through Phase 2. The video will be released this week, and a countdown will begin on our website over the next 36 hours. Are you ready? Advertising. We are hoping to soon begin testing advertising rollouts on the current mapping display. These are early days, but we are exploring ways that will also benefit users when ads are displayed on their property through the map view. The beginning of Phase 2 is almost upon us. We imagine Phase 2 will run for some time and include many updates as it is played out mainly in 2D, but it may also include various 3D features on different platforms and applications as they become available. We have been blown away by some of the megacities and planning that has clearly taken place by the community, so much so that we are looking at ways to reward users working together, and we are looking at ways we can allow users to potentially reposition existing tiles where free space is available. So if you have tiles that you, let's say, and that works out great for me. I have like 2,000 tiles extra in Antarctica that I can bring to our megacity, the ones that we have created. It was created because of you guys. You guys wanted it. You asked for it. Here it is. Throughout Phase 2, you will be able to customize your properties a lot more and advance their technical abilities while mining resources that will be used throughout Phase 2 and beyond. And the first glimpse into the Earth 2 terrain system. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait. All right, guys. So here's the video. I'm gonna break this all down in another video. I'll talk to you all later. I love you. Goodbye.